In this video, I bring on a member of ours named Jordan who turned $300 into over $100,000 in the span of a few months. Now, I know this sounds crazy. This is all tracked and proven. We've been following his portfolio month over month, and this guy is like a living legend inside the Discord. So I decided, you know what? I'm gonna bring him on the channel. I want to speak to him face to face. So we're gonna go over everything from his background to his trading strategy to pieces of advice that he has for you listening. So sit back and enjoy the video. All right, cool. So I am here with Jordan. If you guys don't know who Jordan is, he's probably one of our best student testimonies that we have up until this point. I mean, he started with $300 over the summer. Granted, his risk management wasn't great, but he ended up turning that $300 into nearly 100K. I mean, maybe more now. I mean, you could talk a little bit more about the numbers if you want. But I mean, you've been absolutely crushing every play that we talk about, you get into. Literally every single coin that we're talking about, you send a screenshot up 500% P&L. And people, when they hear something like 300 to 100K, most people don't believe in that. They think that's not true. They think there's more to the story. But I've seen firsthand, and you've been posting screenshots of your portfolio time and time again, of you actually growing your portfolio. And now you're at a point where you've made a decent amount of money. You have a pretty good security. You've already cashed out around 50K, I think. So now you can use more proper risk management and grow this 100K to $1 million, which is the next goal that we have for you. So just to start, I want to say thank you for taking the time to answer this call, Jordan. It means a lot. And I know people want to hear from you because you're like kind of like this mystery in the Discord. You don't really talk much, and that's obviously due to English not being a native language. But regardless, people still want to hear from you. So I'm glad that you're on. And yeah, feel free to say what's up to the people.
So thank you for inviting me to this conversation. So from where I start, let's say something about me. I'm 35 years old. I'm living in a small country in Southeast Europe with my wonderful wife and amazing 4-year-old daughter, who are my greatest motivation for everything I do, not only in work, but in life in general.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So what's your background in trading like? Because you had some experience coming into this Discord. So it's not like you were brand new to trading. So how many years were you trading beforehand before you joined the group?
So, long story short, my experience with crypto trading is around 6 months right now. Before that, over the years, I engaged in crypto spot trading, which was highly unsuccessful until I joined here. And this was because I was driven by FOMO, always buying when Bitcoin and altcoins were making all-time highs, and when it was already too late. So thanks to EzTrades, I started seeing things from the other side and now do exactly the opposite. And for example, back in December 2021, when crypto was being heavily hyped, I decided to invest a substantial amount, around $10K. And just 6 months later, it dropped to less than 1 grand. And in the end, I never sold, and I'm now waiting for this bull run to sell whatever is left, since some of the coins no longer even exists.
All right.
And yeah, however, I believe that was a lesson for me and part of my journey to where I am now. Otherwise, I've been familiar with crypto since 2013 when I sold my car, literally. So I was able to afford assembling a few machines to start mining Bitcoin and other altcoins. And back in those days, I had more than 10 Bitcoins, like, which I sold each month to
Jeez.
pay my electricity bills. Yeah. And when Bitcoin's price dropped significantly in 2014 and I couldn't even cover the electricity cost, I stopped mining altogether. But I'm sure that this past experience helped me a lot to understand the things faster right now.
Yeah, for sure. So you had more of a background in mining and spot trading, not really futures trading.
Yeah.
That was more so when you got
Yeah.
into this group, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, so just curious, how did you find out about EzTrades? Like us as a group?
As you know, and probably everyone else does too, our best friend is Uncle Google, nowadays ChatGPT, and that's how I found you. Earlier this year, I got hooked on the idea of crypto futures as an additional income stream. And by chance, I stumbled upon Easy Trades, but for several months, your community remained just bookmarked in my browser. And eventually, I decided to pay for 1 month to try it out and see if it was for me. And that's how I ended up here. So I can say that it turned out to be the best deal I've ever made in my life from an investment perspective.
So, wait, were we the first group that you joined, or had you joined other Discord communities before us?
No, no, no.
You joined
You,
Easy Trade.
you
This is the
were,
first community you've joined?
yeah,
Damn. You hit
yeah,
the jackpot, dude. This is what I tell
yeah,
people.
of course. Yeah, exactly. This is jackpot for me.
Yeah, because a lot of people, and even some of our newer members, they come from other Discord groups first, and they don't see results, and that's why they eventually go to us and stick with us. But it's crazy that you found us first. That's crazy. So I have a question for you. When you first joined the group, right, like back over the summer, right, you had a pretty small portfolio. Was it overwhelming as a beginner? Because there's a lot of information at once, especially if you're new to trading futures, right? You don't really understand leverage, dollar cost averaging. You know, the strategies that we go over might seem a little bit more complex. So, was it overwhelming as a beginner? And if it was overwhelming, at what point did it start becoming more natural and like more second nature for you?
Maybe it took me some time to explore all the channels and figure out which ones were relevant to me. And at first, I felt a bit lost. However, I think that was more because it was something new to me rather than how the group is structured. I would say everything you have set up is intuitive and it's easy to get used to. Even with all your indicators, it didn't take long to adapt, though initially they felt like rocket science for me.
Right, right. Yeah, so everyone that's new, listen up because even for Jordan, like he felt lost at first. So it's going to take a little bit of time. You know, especially if you're new to trading, at least try it for a few months so you can really get the hang of everything. You know, don't try one trade, still kind of confused and then give up. Okay, you need to put some time into it. And after a month or two, you should get the hang of how everything goes, and how we teach things. So you started with $300, correct? This summer?
Yeah.
So how is the process from moving the needle from $300 to the first thousand? So I don't want to worry about the 100,000. How did you go from that first $300 to the $1,000?
It's overall scary, but first I will say that when you don't have much to lose, that is when you must be aggressive, and of course with the risk still being managed. And that is how I started. But we need to know that because you don't have much to lose doesn't mean you should go all in every single time. So honestly, I would say it happened with some luck because in the beginning I didn't follow strict risk management principles, and that, however, helped me triple my starting portfolio within the first week. I guess
Right.
so.
Right,
And
yeah, because I want
yeah,
people to understand, like going from $300 to 100,000 in the time span you did, you have to use at least in some point of that very poor risk management. But like you said, if you're starting with such a small amount, you're kind of forced to go more aggressive. Like even for people listening, if you have a $500 account, don't be risking 1% per trade. You know, like you're going to be risking $5 per trade. Like that's not enough money to risk, especially if you have a smaller account. So what you did is you risked more at the start, which is obviously, not exactly what we preach. We say good risk management, but because you came out of that in profit, then you built up more capital, and now you can use proper risk management. Like today, you're risking less in terms of your overall portfolio size than you were at the beginning.
exactly.
Got you.
I still remember making a few thousand in my first month, but due to poor risk management, I lost over 2K in just one trade.
Right.
And that was my point when I realized that if I wanted this to be my future and something that could change my life, I needed to take it much more seriously. So after that, I started following better risk management practices, though they weren't perfect at the time. And now I would say my approach is super safe because I built up a more substantial portfolio, and losing it all would hurt much more.
Right. Yeah, sounds about right. So what's your main trading strategy if you have one in specific, or maybe you use a combination of a few? But like what's your main trading style and what do you look for in finding entries and taking profits?
The only strategy I follow right now is to buy when everyone is panicking and to sell when everyone is euphoric and vice versa. And over the last 3 months, you, Jay, and the other pro analysts have shown us that this works incredibly well. So that's why I make sure not to open a trade before I check if it's on over the GP, if there is a bullish, bearish divergence on your unique oscillator indicator.
Hmm.
And that's the way what I currently follow.
Okay, got you. So you look for number one sentiment. You don't want to be FOMOing longs at the top. And you look for retracements, at least, at the golden pocket with some bullish divergences. So you're using the 1-2 setup that Jay teaches a lot of the time, right?
Yeah. So
Got you. Okay. Yeah, that's the most common strategy used in this Discord, and that's the main one I use as well. So another question for you. If you could go back in time, would you change anything? From the start of your trading journey, if you could go back in time, would you change anything? Or would you keep the mistakes that you had because it's obviously allowed you to be where you are today?
Yeah, the only thing I would change if I could go back in time is to take trading more seriously earlier.
Mm-hmm.
There was time when I treated it as a quick way to get rich, and because of that, I lost almost everything then. So this is why my mindset is totally different.
And last question, what's one piece of advice that you would give to new traders? Let's say someone just joined the community, they're just getting into trading, they're kind of lost. What's one piece of advice that you would give to those people?
Advice which I want to give to the new traders is very simple in opinion. Guys, if you want to be a trader and to succeed in this industry, you must stay focused, invest your time, give your absolute best, and most importantly, be extremely disciplined and patient.
Mm,
What pays off here is exactly that discipline and patience. So don't go heavy, don't over leverage, don't oversize your trades, and there is no way you won't succeed here if you stick to this approach over time. So that's all anyone needs to succeed. And if I try to summarize it in other words, I think that everyone needs three things. The first one is to have the to found to have the right community. And for me, it's EzTrades, and I see it working for so many people inside the group. The weekly life lessons, the presence of alpha legends, and the incredibly helpful community members all contribute to its success. So when you surround yourself with the right community and the right people to follow, you are ready to move to the next important factor, which is passion. If your passion is to make money, I'm not sure that this will lead to significant success. Personally, I'm passionate about crypto, the technology behind it, analyzing charts, and sometimes thinking for hours on end, even up to 12, 20 hours. And this passion plays a big role in helping you achieve your goals. So let's say you have the necessary passion, and then the final factor, in my opinion, is dedication. If you are not ready to go the extra mile, you won't make it. Dedication is key. You need to focus on the right things. continually educate yourself and keep your ego in check. And when you're ready to put in the effort and pay the price, success will naturally follow and enter your field. And I think this includes everything someone would need.
Wow, that's a phenomenal answer. I appreciate the kind words, and for everyone listening, comment in the comment section below. Thanks Jordan, because you've given us a lot of value in here, and I know you're a busy guy. English isn't your native language, but I know that people want to hear from you, and they definitely got something out of this. So I appreciate you coming on, Jordan. Maybe we'll do more of these in the future. If you guys want to ask myself or Jordan anything, we will be in the Discord. So
Yeah.
yeah, we'll be in the
Thank you
Discord,
too.
and
Yeah.
thanks for tuning in, Jordan. Appreciate you.